it's the hunger to keep playing. Very often, as a young batsman, you get some runs, you made a name, my mark on international cricket. But to continuously do it, that's the biggest challenge. The way he's done it has been really quite inspiring for any youngster watching.
Does it at a good rate, doesn't he, as well? All the way in Zimbabwe, it's 113, there were 62 balls. Today, it's 100. When he passed that mark, it was just 91. So he does it at a good rate as well.
He could have said 300s with the tour, 98 not out, the Super Cup and T20 internationals. So we look forward to what he produces in the test matches. Could be something special as he gets into the longer format as well. Fontaine, he's been really good, hasn't he? 8.4, it was 1 for 43, immense control, just gone for the 4 boundaries. I think what we've touched on, this is his home ground as well. He's played all his domestic cricket here, or bulk of it at least. So he knows the field, he knows the ground, the dimensions. And at that time when South Africa was getting a bit of tapped by the Pakistanis, he kept one end pretty tight, he's kept the run rate within a manageable rate for South Africa to be in the game.
Fontaine wasn't happy with that call. He thought maybe it actually brushed his shoulder possibly.
I think that the wide issue needs a whole revamp. Don't worry, I'm all over it on the World Cricket Committee. It's nonsense that these bowlers that can't even work out where they can and can't bowl at point of delivery. Sometimes they land in the perfect line and the batter moves and just slides on the leg side and it gets judged to right. Anyway, don't get me started.
Right behind you on the Women's Cricket Committee, don't worry, buddy. Right, top edge. Rabada calls for it and Rabada grabs it. South Africa have taken a few crucial wickets in this passage of play and may be slowing down the rate.
Yeah, you don't know if you saw it on screen, but Fontaine took a bow and so he should do. It has been a brilliant spell from him. 9 overs, 2 for 45, but the important wicket now of Rizwan, who was on 53 or 52, looking to get going, looking to try and pepper the boundaries. And once again, Fontaine steps up, stems the flow, picks up another wicket, much to the appreciation of the local fans, all dressed in their pink. With a decent innings from Rizwan, 53 to 23 for 5.
Well, very well, Fontaine, that is for sure. Wasn't in the arc. Rizwan was trying his best to go to his favourite side. He loves the leg side. And the top edge is easily accepted by Kakisal Rabada. Now, what are the changes that Pakistan made? Tahir walks to the crease. 31 years of age. In as a batter, just playing in his 3rd ODI. Made his debut out in Zimbabwe in Bulawayo. In for Irfan Khan. So the final power play now.
The extra field that can go out, that South Africa now picking up the wickets, decide not to use it. It's up to here. We saw him in the T20s. He was making his, had played relatively few matches at 31 years of age. So it's a kind of late maturing in order to earn that call up to play. And I wasn't overly impressed with what I saw in that format. Let's see how he goes here in the ODIs. There's the bow from Fontaine.
The Multan Sultans in the PSL this year had a good strike rate of 151, but only 4 innings within that. He's someone who goes at a good rate, but can he make any impression here? There's quite a few overs to go for Pakistan with the bat. Previously he was with the Karachi Kings and also had a good strike rate with him, but spent a lot of time at the crease's task with being a finisher, finishing off an innings. it. Nice and late. Running is good.
Yeah, fantastic running. There's a tendency of getting caught up with the 4s and 6s. Lovely delicate touch, waiting for the ball to come on. Well ball by KJ Rabada, taking the pace off. Always a dangerous ball, batting at number 7 if you're a batsman. Take this to bat. Come in and needing to up the ante and got to do it from ball one. It's not an easy job. Colin, you obviously as an all-rounder down at the bottom. Had that experience for many years. That's so difficult, Ashton, so difficult. If you can get runs from this position, you really are a good player.
You're putting a bit of mayo on that there, Sean.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you get to the crease and you're full of energy. You think you can play all your shots straight away. Often what you've got to do is try and pick the right bowler to go against. One thing I would have been going, Keisha Rabard is my guy to try and take down, but in the next over or two, if there's some way that you can get your innings started with the boundary or a couple of big blows, so you try and pull the trigger. You also do look down the batting order and say, okay, who's to come? When's the time to pull that trigger? Actually, yeah, not that experienced at this level, so he'll be desperate just to get one out the middle and try and pick him up 4 or 6.
This is a good passage of play for South Africa, 2:26 for 5. Rizwan is a crucial part of this Pakistan lineup, obviously leading as captain, but also with the bat, his form has been good as well. Now playing his 83rd game himself, 15 half centuries to go also with the 300s he has. This one generally loves the leg side. Will always be looking to drag it from outside the off stump to the leg side. That is his strength. He does it successfully. Today it was maybe a slight undoing against Forte. All ball 10.
Touch of spin on offer for the spinners, and I think that's why Forte has been honoured with the opportunity of bowling his 10 out in this game. Barring his first 1 or 2 overs where he was a touch short, a touch wide off the off stump, he's kept wicket to wicket. That's made it very difficult for even players like Babar Azam and Mohammad. As you say, Ash, is that the ball has stood up just a minute. Because if the Warriors were just slide, it was evident when he got the wicket of Rizwan. It was straight, but just stood up on it. Yeah, what's also been really wonderful to watch is having watched and been involved with beyond the team. We know that in T20 cricket, he slides the ball into pads, and that's the usual talk when you're trying to cramp the batsman up. But in one-day cricket, he's managed to get the revolutions of the ball in such a way that when it lands, it spins a lot more than normal. And to have that ability to do 4 for 2, oh, fantastic running from the boys. Pakistan team will be very happy with that. As we said, 4s and 6s may not come, but you got to keep the scoreboard ticking. As I was saying with Forte, he's managed to get a little bit more overspin on the ball to allows the ball to grip onto the surface, and that's the stop that we're seeing today.
This time around, Forte's not going to allow for 2. He's out to that same area on the leg side, knowing that his field is a deep leg side.
It's good that he's developed that skill, because it was a little bit one-dimensional when he first came into the side, with the ball just hanging back, and it was fantastic in the first 3 or 4 overs, the power play in T20 cricket, because it just slid on and maybe the odd one gripped. All is just about that seam position. You often hear us talk about the faster bowlers and where they get their seams in position. The spinners is as important to get the ball to grip.
Miller doing a few palm stretches there. is from Forte, and it's 2:37 for 5.
Yeah, I'd be so disappointed with that, his last delivery to go out the ground. The first 6 he's conceded in the entire encounter. Given some air, and that's nicely played by Sayab Tahir. I talked about there's a moment this when you come at this time and you think, am I ready to play a big shot? Am I not? You decide, I'm just going to back myself. And if you back yourself when it comes off, that's off in the launching.
It is. Ended the previous over with a 6. Good bowling from Kizurabada. He's kept his pace nicely.
Kenji's been good today, to be brutally honest. I thought he was fantastic in those first few overs. I think he didn't want the rain to come because his first 2 were brilliant, the lines and the lengths he was hitting. And even the time he's been reintroduced, he's bowled with some good control. I think he's deserved more than just the 1 wicket.
Yeah, I think what's the difference between him and the other bowlers? He hasn't bowled many short balls. Just maintained a good length. Basically a test length. Okay, don't look at that one. But all the deliveries before. He's maintained the test length and he's asked the batsmen to hit good shots on the up. Which I think has been the difference, and that's why he's just one a little bit more expensive, one a bit more shorter, and saying, are you pulling a few, and even Baba Azam, so he got out to it. He's been the epitome of just hitting a good area, top off with the odd bumper.
Confident appeal by South Africa. They maybe realising it's possibly going down leg. I don't think Rabada's happy that went for 2 though.
I'm thinking he said that upstairs. I think that's good. At worst, it's going to be an umpire's call. And Denver does. He gives the signal. We'll have to wait and see.
TV umpires and director, we have a player review for LBW. The original decision's not out. I have checked the report. It's a fair delivery. We've got to film someone ready, please. Thank you. Thank you. Ball's close to the back. Can we just go to ultra to confirm no back, please? There's a clear inside edge. Bitton, instead of your original decision of not out, your on-screen signal now.
Well, Alex Wolf, the third umpire, didn't have to look much at that. Wasn't a good review in the end.
Well, I know if Ollie was bowling, he was reviewing it as well, because he was calling out here.
Couldn't see it from the side. We're behind the batter. But I think when I also looked up, he was looking like